focus. Hey. All right. And we're up. And we're at him. Let's throw on. Let's get all our cameras adjusted here. How's everybody? Hope we're well. Move this around. This. Okay. All right, looks like the levels are all right. Fix this. Audio out. Headsets. Got to get these levels right.
Okay.
Hey guys,
Oh, hey, Del.
how's it going?
Good. Just playing some. I'm teaching Parallax how to play Factorio.
Factorio's the fucking shit, bro.
It is. It's
Oh,
very fun.
it's so addicting.
Fucking lighter.
Well, have fun. I'm just going
Yeah.
live on Twitch with some microscope shit.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah.
Microscope stuff.
Yeah, I got some pond scum,
Oh, fun.
and I got a microscope with go up to 1,000 times magnification, so we're hunting water bears.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah.
Take some pictures.
I've got some pictures. This is great. I got a camera attachment, so I've got it all. It's all live.
Nice.
I'll try to get some footage of whatever I catch. Right now I'm just swirling up my mix of pond scum and algae.
Just looking
Delicious.
through the recipes.
Okay, so Parallax. This
When
is one
do
reason
the thingies spawn?
the biters, or the aliens.
Yeah.
They're already like on the map. We just need to go find them.
Oh, okay.
All these machines produce pollution. So
Oh,
if you
yeah.
hover over the burning mining drill, it says pollution 12 per minute.
And they get stronger as you pollute, right?
Well, so the pollution field, when the aliens are like in our field of pollution, they get angry and then will come and kill us.
Oh, attack, yeah.
Prepare yourselves.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop a
And
few channels up. Have fun.
all right. Yeah.
Hey.
Gotta prepare my area. So, don't need that lens cap. Don't need this. I might need that pen.
My name is John Chambers.
No.
I traveled.
My name is John Chambers. Skip that ad. All right. Gotta have that. All right, looks like the audio is coming out. That's what I wanted to be sure of. All right. Monday microscopy time. Look. Now we're getting into it. Gotta get all my stuff together. I just cleaned some slides, so I have 5 on hand right here, but I've got more in the bag, so if we need to take more samples, we can. All my cover slips ready to go. Let's push that keyboard out of the way a little bit. If you're just joining, welcome. Pleased to have you with me. I need another paper towel. 1 second. Okie doke. Let's get a sample going. Give this another big stir. See how well I can light this up for you. How well that turns out. We've got just a little bit of pond scum, some dirt, some bits of leaves. I saw a little worm crawling around in there too. So there's a whole mess of good stuff in there that we can look for. Make sure that these levels aren't obnoxious. If anybody's in here, let me know how the audio levels are. I don't want to be blasting people out with this music. Let's get this started. Ooh, that's hot tea. Let's see here. So the best samples I've found, or best odds of finding Vorticella, Hydra, and other things like that, are going to be if I manage to pull up some of the algae and separate it. I need another tweezer. Hang on. 2 tweezers are needed. Okie doke. Now I have 2 tweezers. Let's... There we go. I think that this light is overkill. Yes. Alright, now you can see what I'm up to a little better. So, just give this another mix. Bring some of this algae up to the top. I just want to pull just a little bit of it. It's almost too much of a wad. The thinner, wispier, the better. There we go. Let's just stick with this. Just a little ball. It almost stuck to the dropper. More. I find that adding extra water or whatever I'm looking at is helpful. I don't mind if it's a little messy and squeezes out the edge of the cover slip. It's manageable, or ignorable at least. It doesn't get in the way of anything. And that reduces the chances of there being big bubbles or of you not getting total coverage under the slip. All this I've learned from the last like 2 days of playing with this microscope. Perfecto. Make sure I cover this back up, because I really don't want a disaster. I've several times, I've smelled this. This is getting stinky, this pond scum. Now, a thing to know is that I collected that sample 2 days ago. So it's been sitting on my desk getting some sunlight, so I don't think that the algae or diatoms are suffering. But let's get right into it. We're in the black field. Let's fix that. All right. So, already, who is that? There's so many whimsical little creatures in this just single 2 drops of water. Right now we're at, what is this? 4 times 25. So yeah, 100 times magnification. Once I find a good spot, we'll zoom in. Hey, Adam. Well, if it smells, that's good. Yeah, I figure if it smells, that's a good sign. There's something crawling around near the top of the frame. Oh, down here at the bottom. There goes that guy again. Ooh, somebody's zooming around. We'll stay in the wide field for just a little bit. This is a really active sample. I've agitated this a lot. Earlier today, I took a couple test samples to see if all of the pond water was still active. And it was, but I just drew down from the bottom a little bit. This time I really stirred it up. In the hopes that maybe some stuff that was hiding down there. Ooh. That looks like a free swimming. What is that? Oh, wow. Oh, that might be a helio. Whatchamacallit. Hang on a second. Hi, Bob. Good to see you. I'm just looking for some different kinds of micro. I'm looking for a guide. Thing looks like it's lagging. What's weird is the more that I look at this stuff, some of these little microbes move. I mean, they must just be moving so fast that I can't see them transiting. Look at that little guy. That's an arthropod. I'm almost sure of it. An arthropod being like a small insect. I don't think that's a ciliated. No, maybe. Hold on. Let me calibrate something here. Settings. Thank you for being a friend. Oh, 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 oh. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. But a bone. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew. You're welcome, Bob. Ooh, there's a ciliated, oh god, a ciliated, it's protozoan. I gotta look up the names of these things or I'm gonna look like a Dumbo. Okay, that guy with the spine's a heliozoan. Because it looks like a star. That was my first heliozoan. That was one we saw earlier. It's not a paramecium, that thing. It might be a ciliated paramecium. Free-living form, cell or fixed shape. Movement by contraction and use of cilia, fixed mouth and anal pore. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to find my way around having my videos on demand muted. And as far as I know, the algorithms don't know that I'm not actually playing Final Fantasy VIII, right? So, why not? Alright, so right now, oh yeah, I was going to find a way to calibrate this so it'll tell us, why isn't my calibrate menu available? There it is. Calibrate. I want it to know Dino Cam. Calibration target under focus. Oh, I have one of those. If I calibrate this now, then when we're looking at these things, I can actually easily have a scale. And I could tell us, we could look and see how many micrometers or millimeters some of these organisms are. So I have calibration slide. Let's just move this out of the way a little bit. I'll be right back, little guys. Alright, wait, first off, what do we got here? Pitch. Units, millimeters, so that means that it's just hard because this camera is at 25 times scope. And so that means that each one of these, alright, so that distance there, that's a millimeter. Okay, alright, so that's a millimeter. And so we're at 100 times. It says adjust the endpoints. Adjust the two endpoints of the measuring line to a known distance on the calibrations. What measuring line? What up, Taurus? Yeah, they do fly around. So how do I put a measuring line on this? Sorry, this is a little boring right now because I'm getting the calibration done. Press enter. Okay, here we go. Got it. So that. Now, where does the millimeter start on these? Do we have any engineers in the house? Alright, hang on a second. I'm gonna mute my mic so my wife can tell me something funny. It might be inappropriate for Twitch viewers. In summary, kids are gross. Coffee, yes, Bob. I have tea, but I'd love a nice black coffee. Turkish. So, I'd love your input, guys. Is this a millimeter? Or is that a millimeter? Or is it halfway? Is this a millimeter? Black for me, Bob. Black for me. What's a millimeter here? I mean, it's not really that important, I guess. We can just have a rough estimate. Let's just say from end to end is a millimeter. Inside edge to inside edge, Torres. You're a teacher. I'm gonna trust you. That's a millimeter. So they account for the width of the ink. But no, because that space must add up. If I were to measure 5 millimeters, these micrometers in between each millimeter would add up. So it's got to be one end to one end, right? Yeah, like that. Okay, cool. So that's 1 millimeter.
You should not be sitting in public voice while you're streaming, right?
Oh, someone's in Discord. Hold up.
Yeah,
Oh, hey, Hive
I
Mind.
might.
Hang on, you're very quiet. Hang on. I think it's my side. It's on me. Hang on a minute. Hey, buddy, go ahead.
I was just saying that you should not probably be in public voice while you're streaming. It's not a good idea.
Oh, I suppose you're right. I can just slide over to the next channel down. It's not too concerning. I mean, I'm admin here, so I can kick anybody who gets
Yeah, that's true.
pissy. But I'll jump down
But
a
this
channel.
means that... Nah, it's fine. I'm just sitting here. By the way, I want to tell you something.
You want to tell me something?
Yeah, me and my friends, we are actually setting up a milsim with the Kerbal Space Program.
Oh, fun.
Like, and we are actually just figuring out some mods. We have the map ready about
Very
how we are
cool.
going to do it.
DM me some information about that. I love Kerbal Space Program, and there's a lot of capabilities there for a milsim. So that sounds neat. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we are inspired of this series a YouTuber did. It was like World War One stuff, and then eventually it advanced into World War Two and somewhat Cold War. I actually like that idea.
Very neat. Oh, I found a Vorticella.
It's gonna be like a turn-based, like Civilizations 5 kind of thing, where like each player gets like a set amounts of turn, and he can do a set amounts of thing in that turn, and after it ends, it goes to the next person and so on. I just
Okay.
PM'd you the map I made.
Yeah. Send me the info in DM. That sounds good. But we'll talk about it later, okay?
Yep, sure. I'll just send you the Discord link.
Sweet. Oh, there goes something. All right, yeah, I'll pop down to a slightly more secure channel. Thanks for the tip. Down here, that's at least will be. We'll pop over to try. That's good, so it doesn't get crowded. Alrighty. Let's look for. I saw something really neat that was using a little foot to hop around. There's that Vorticella we were talking about. So we're at. Yeah, 250 times magnification now. There we go. There's a few things crawling around. That might be paramecium that just slid by up to the upper right. No, we're not looking at E. coli. We're looking at a little bit of pond water that I took from a local park. And there's all kinds of fun stuff in here. Trying to find. There goes a few things. I'm not sure that I'm able to resolve E. coli, but maybe. There's so many other things in here. I haven't found amoeba yet, but they're in there. I just haven't found them. Let's see here. There's a little something something. No, is it? There's also, it's really interesting to see the kind of like currents that are swirling around. I know Spore, or did you put, what was the new one? Flow, I think. Hello. That looks like a Vorticella, but it's stiff. The Vorticella that I've seen Now there's going to be so many different variations. What I've learned is it's hard to classify all of these guys because there's, look at that. Look at that guy go. That might be a flatworm. Here comes another. Whoa, that has a tail. Look at that. I'm following you. Which way do I go? That way. Whoa, look at the tail on that dude. Gnarly! It's leading with the tail. It's like a proboscis. I thought they would use that cilia to like swim behind them. Something's going on in there. There he goes. Where's he going? Uh-oh, I lost him. Nope, that's him right there. He's squiggling around inside of the... Man, he's making his way through it all. Uh-oh. It's so hard to move this slide right. To be so delicate. And all the directions are like wonky. Uh-oh, shit, I fucked it up. Oh yeah, a flagella. That is correct. That is the word. Where was I? I think that was a diatom. Diatoms are so cool. Diatoms are a type of algae. Flagella would be a tail, right? But it was swimming with that thing forward. I've never seen that. That was pretty cool. Yeah, weird as hell. That's what I said. I always figure they swim with it. That's how they typically do it. Diatoms are pretty neat. They usually just sit there. Let's see if we can see it in Blackfield. Perhaps? Ah, barely. I can barely make it out. Here, let's get my cell phone light on it. Look at that. So I want to show you guys a neat picture. Here's a picture of a diatom that I got a few days ago. Pretty familiar to that, right? It's just a type of an algae, but what makes diatoms interesting is they have a silica shell. And what I did is I tried to get really close to this diatom, this one here, to take a closer picture of it, and I pressed the glass down a little too hard, and take a look at what happened. I broke it. You can see how I shattered the silica. Below is before, and above is after. Or I crushed it and broke its delicate silica wall. Isn't that amazing? I was astonished. Like it wasn't, I didn't put enough pressure to break the cover glass, which I've done. I've cracked the cover glass, but this, it just broke the diatom, which I thought was freaking sick, dude. So we're not gonna kill this poor little bugger, but how neat? How neat is that? I know, I murdered him. Diatoms are important. So I didn't know what that was. I texted my microbiologist friend. I said, hey, what is this thing and what did I kill? I got some pond scum and I broke this thing. And he said, that's a diatom. Show some respect. They produce over half of the oxygen for the entire world. Pond scum indeed, he said. Ooh, look at you. Let's get in. I think I'm looking at the glass right now. Yeah. Oh, there's another diatom. Diatoms come in so many different shapes. Like, just do a Google search, a Google image search for diatoms, and you will see a shocking diversity of shapes. I mean, they are ridiculous. There goes another ciliated protozoan, just swimming around happily. We really can't see the cilia on most of these guys. When we find a good Vorticella, you can actually see the distortion and the vortex that they create, and you can see their open mouths, but the cilia are not visible. This song takes me back. If the music is too loud, let me know, or if it's annoying or something, I can skip ahead. We're gonna spend a few more minutes digging around in this sample, and then we'll pop over to a new one. Because every time I've taken a new drop, I'm finding something different and new. I mean, this is literally one drop of pond water. So... That's exactly right. We're looking at the origins of anime right here. This plus a few million years, 100 million years, couple nukes. Got anime. That's very, very funny. Whoa! Big Chungus! Look at you. Look at that guy compared to the others. Wow. How do I measure millimeters? It might be stuck, but also sometimes they just seem to hang out. Like, how do I do a measurement? Ah, line. We're looking at, yeah, 0.3 millimeter, yeah, 3 micrometers. So this ring of cilia, I think, is around its mouth, probably. Yeah, it was 0.3 millimeters, though. It's moving. Is 0.3 millimeters a 0.3 is a micrometer, I think. Right, but that was less than a millimeter. Yeah. I love that symbol for the micrometer. I found interesting things sometimes, like crawling around on those little free floaters, so. More diatoms. These guys are all over the place. I've seen shapes like this, and I'm not convinced, like, some of these might be cells or life forms, and I thought that maybe it's just like a piece of junk with some other guy swimming around inside of it. It's hard to tell, like, what's debris with life and dirt inside, and what's an actual cell. I mean, so here's this interesting. Let's put it in black field. See if we can see any color or anything. So that sort of pearlescent shine is what I see when I'm looking at like the silica shell that is on a diatom or any other kind of shelled creature. So like this might be okay. 0.3 is 300 micrometers. Okay, 300 micrometers. Thank you. Appreciate it. This is why I was excited to do this on Twitch, because I know that... Hello! Look at this little whimsical guy wiggling past. Where are you going? Come back! Come on, come on. Exposure. Oh, he went up. Hey, Torkel. What do we... I don't know what this is. But he's hauling ass. This music is perfect. He's struggling against currents. What I don't understand is why there appear to be such amazing currents inside of just this little slide of glass. It's like that water's under pressure, and there's just like slight variations in mass and motion in between these two pieces of glass. Because this guy's he's struggling against currents. Because every once in a while you can see. Oh, the molasses flood of Boston was a horrible disaster. Oh. This guy is crazy. Hang on, let me get a recording of him. 3, 4, 5. I like to get about 5 seconds so the clip is nice and small. Those can actually be posted to Discord if I keep it under 5 seconds. Let's give the dog a treat. Can I give the dog another one of your treats? Yes. My wife just made treats for the dog. They're pumpkin, banana peanut butter oatmeal cookies for the dog. For the dog. Oh, my birthday's tomorrow, lads. My birthday is tomorrow. And the dog's birthday. How old am I going to be, you ask? You didn't. Because I didn't give you time to. Let's go get a good treat for the good boy. That other thing was moving around too fast for us to spend time on him. Let's go. The Discord's birthday tomorrow. Which the Discord? Mine? Ishtar? The Discord. Oh. Really? Me and Discord share a birthday? That's so cool. What do I get? Well, that's neat. A Wampus hoodie. Alright, let me get the dog treat for you. Barm! Do you want a treat, good boy? You want a treat? Come on. I saved half for later. Those are really rich. Peanut butter, banana, oatmeal cookies for the doggo. Yeah, buddy. Hey everybody, if you're just joining me, we're looking at microorganisms inside of pond scum. I'm Del. Cheers. I want to poke around this sample a couple more minutes before we take another one. We're still chilling at about 100 times magnification. Yeah, I'm always up. I haven't worked out today, so yeah, hit me with push-ups. I will do them as soon as we find... I want to find a Vorticella because they're so whimsical and fun. They just hang on the ends of the branches of the little grassy leaves, and then they bounce around. They're springy, and when they feel threatened, they coil back like coral. And then they redeploy and spread out their stuff. They open their mouth, and their little cilia start wiggling around again. I think that I smushed some in there. Like, I saw one all jammed up. There's one, but he can't do anything because he's all crammed up in between these two branches. You can kind of get a look. They have this bell shape to them, and the open end. So you can see it's a bell spinning on its long axis, right, like this right now. And its open end is down here. And it's spinning because it's no longer attached to its branch. It's been severed, and its little cilia are rotating to create the vortex, but since it's not attached to anything, it's just spinning like a helicopter without its counters, whatever the tail rotor is. I don't think that's locomotion. I think that's out of control motion. Let's do some push-ups and watch that little guy dance. Yeah, how many? 13. Lex, that thing is a Vorticella, I think. It's difficult to classify these kind of microorganisms because it's hard to... Torkoal! Yeah, look up Vorticella, Vorticella. It might be it, and I think it's just been snipped. It's a circumcised Vorticella. It got the little snippy snip. All right, that's all of them, so that's 20. Okay, all right, thanks guys. I'm gonna do the other 10 as 20 curls, 10 on each. Y'all got me all hot now. I'm all hot. Hot green tea and some weights really gets me going. All right, onward, andale. It's a perfect song for a little spinning vorticella. I love how lively everybody is tonight. It's so good to see everyone. Been keeping myself very busy with things, but I'm going to get back onto my more steady Twitch schedule. Sorry about the lack recently. Been struggling with just sort of keeping myself well balanced during all the corona times. Keeping my third grader on task and doing my job at the same time is presenting, I can't say unexpected challenges, because I mean, what did I expect to happen? What was that? You. That looks organized. Oh, I think it's just an air bubble. Nope. I don't think that is an air bubble. KSP is awesome. Space Engineers is also wonderful. I'm not seeing anything here. Usually it's changed its exposure by now. This is my cell phone light helping. I think it might be an air bubble. I think it may very well be. I mean, it doesn't look that way here, does it? Very hard to say. Yeah, I think that we're gonna pull a new piece. There's that big boy again. Let's get in as close as we can to this big boy. That's what we'll try to do before he moves on. So let's bump up. So now we are at 10. Hardest part, once you get with these high magnifications, is moving the slide right. Adam, that's a good point. Could just be compressed. All right, so with this 40 times, we're up to 1,000 times magnification here. The trick is I have to get so close to the glass. I'm so worried about breaking. Oh, shit, he moved into frame for a second. I don't know if you saw that. Okay, so now we got to try to move this. I have to have a steady ass hand, dudes. Steady hand is required. Such a light touch and a steady hand. Oh, you can see him digesting. Did you see that? Oh, amazing. Look at that. You can see. All right, let's try to pan over here. This is like, I could be a bomb defusal expert with the hand. Oh, shit. All the dexterity I have. Like, my heartbeat is throwing me off. Uh-oh, lost it. I have failed you, Uncle Andros. Oh, look at you. I wish I had like a mechanical way to just move the slides around carefully, but I don't have that. Wow. Stop moving! Jerk! It's camera shy. Stop watching me, senpai. You little jerk ass. What even are you? You can see all the cytoplasm. Or chloroplasm. Ooh, that looked like a something. Cell juice, chloroplasts. Chloroplasts. That's the word. More like boroplasts. Where'd that guy go? There he is. Bye-bye, Mr. Big Boy. Big juicy boy. He's got a belly full of food, that one. Okay, so the next sample I'm going to pull, I'm going to try to get fewer strands of this stuff. And I'll try to spread it out more uniform. So we end up with less of this tangled mess. Because this poor guy, you're not doing good in there. Alright. Oop, you get back. Didn't mean to do that. You. Oh, wow. My wife is watching Drunk History about the Boston molasses flood. Don't know if you're familiar with that. Oh, what am I doing? We are going for a new sample. All right. Fresh slide. That molasses flood. Can you imagine how terrifying that is? How many people died? I mean, it was a huge death toll. All right, let's stir this mess up here. Pungent smell still coming from in here. It settles so quickly. That's one way to separate them, is just repeated dunking. Oh no, come back. Alright. We need even viewer strands. I think we got it. A little less. Oh yeah, on the top left, that little thing, it's moving around. All right, so I have what we're gonna look at right here. Cleanup of the Boston flood of molasses took 87,000 man-hours. All right, I just spread out the pond algae a little bit in the hopes that that will give us some better viewing. I just hope I didn't damage any Vorticella when I did that. I would feel bad if I did. All right, now let's just get it juicy. 2 and a third drop for good measure. Oh, that was too much. That was bad measure. It's okay. We'll live, won't we? Won't we? This is going to be a good one. I got a good feeling about this one. Let's just get this glass on here. It's delicate. All right, you. Done with you. It's new slide time. There's a new slide in town. Let's start out. Oh, there goes something right there. By the way, fun fact, during the Great Whiskey Fire of Dublin, 13 people died, not from burns or injuries, but from alcohol poisoning because they drank a lot of the whiskey, which spilled in the street because the container from the brewery fell. Wow. Wow, indeed. Look at you. What is that, guys? What is that? Oh, look at it. It's like looping around all happy. That thing was really pretty. Elegant, even. A lot of these things don't move in an elegant way at all. They move sporadically and chaotically. There's another diatom. Yeah, it looked like a stingray. It looked like it was just flowing around like a ray. There's another diatom. 2 of them. See, this sample was so juicy. If I bump the table, you can see the water shifting. So that was too much. That's a downside. It's all unstable in there now. With less liquid, everything kind of gets a little more. It's a little more firm, you know. You can see it eating. You can see the specks moving through its mouth. It creates these vortexes. It's a filter feeder. But what's neat about this one is it's motile. A lot of these just sit still and either attach themselves to something or they're lumps. But this one's able to react to threats by moving away. So when it feels disturbed, it swims away. How neat! I think it's the same type as that big chungus we were looking at on the last slide. Just a smaller chungus. There's a heliozoan, maybe? We saw one of those earlier. See, it's got... It might not be. It's hard to say, but it looks like it has spikes going out. Maybe not in every direction. They might be organized in one end like a mouth. Hard to say. That one moves really quick. Oh yeah, clock tower. Shit's actually moving. This thing is very alive. If you guys see anything cool, feel free to clip it. I know we had that big boy earlier. I got some recordings in here though. Can I make them do tricks? Right now we're identifying our cast. We can build our sideshow circus later. We're talent hunting right now. You can't just pull any old fleas out of the pond scum and expect them to be showbiz material, Bob. What do you think this is? So this is fun. You see this? Like, this is just a silhouette of some gunk. But if we put it in black field, we can get a better idea of what it's actually made of. So we can get transparency with the underlight. We're going to get a look at some surface details. Kind of hard to see. That's my cell phone light helping. Oh, something's swimming past it, I think. Yeah. Oh, a good share is critical. Sitting on hard wood? You hate to see it. There you are. That's a vorticella. Wow, and those cilia are huge. You can actually resolve those. No way. All right, let's get closer. You can really get a good look at the vortex that it makes. Where were we? I lost it. Oh no, it's free. This is the second one that I've seen that's free like this. Is it damaged here at the base? Or is that just poop? Is it just pooping? It might have just taken a shit. Usually these are attached to a piece of debris. Here, let me show you. I have a video of it. For example, is this it? No, that's a pair. Look at that. This is a pair that were attached, but free. Free floating, but attached to each other. No, what I'm referring to... I gotta find it. Is this a video? No, but look at that guy. I saw this guy earlier today. Trying to find a certain video. Look at these vorticella. No. Here you go. See how it's attached? So, yeah, it's got this long string. That wasn't even the focus. I was trying to record this guy. Take a look. This is an arthropod, I'm pretty sure, that was sneaking around. See, it's got a long shell and it crawls around the backside of that thing. And I was trying to get, so we're hunting for another one of those. There he is again. And I just get a glimpse of him. No, it's not a massive flagella. That's an anchor that's like it's tied itself on. Because I'll show you. Let me find the footage. They use it to retract. Let's see. I don't know if it does it in this video. I'm trying to find the one. Didn't do it. Bob, I don't know if you're on Twitter, but I posted a video. Here, this is the video I was looking for. My VLC install got screwed up. Oh boy. I know VLC failed. So look, this is what the Vorticella do. See? When they feel threatened, and you can actually see how their little tails coil up. And they retract. And they open their mouths again, and their little cilia start making the vortex. You can see the vortex restarts as they draw more food in. There it goes. Chum, 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 chum. And they feel threatened, and then they snap back in. Something bumps them wrong or something, and they retract. You can see all the food in their bellies. And then they'll snap back in again. So I'm looking for more of these guys because they're really fun to watch. And they make huge vortexes, and sometimes other things get stuck in them. But yeah, once more at the beginning, you can see how they snap in. Just like coral. So I'm trying to find more of those because they're neat. But if I find any water bears or anything too while I'm at it, that'll be fun. No, yeah, Bob, that's not what it means actually, because what we have is, there's so many variations of these, and like, I was looking up classifications to try to learn more about how to identify these, and for every type, it's like, it may or may not have flagella, it may or may not use cilia for locomotion, or it might use a pseudopod. Like, every type of classification of these organisms is beset by so many exemptions and rules. Just because there's such diversity. Also, I'm not a microbiologist, so I'm not intimately aware with all of the various details. There's a diatom stack, I think. This ordered stack. Diatoms. There's something having a little crawl around. So with a lot of these guys, they're moving around by using little hairs on their bodies. We just cannot see the hairs. Other times they move around by like peristalsis, like that guy that just zoomed past. Let's see here. Sorry for the whiplash. Oh yeah, there's the diatoms we saw earlier, that little cluster. They're wedged in something. So I wish I had a wider scope for the camera for you guys. Because even at the highest or the lowest magnification, we're still a little bit too close to the subject for you guys to be able to appreciate like larger structures. Ooh. What do you suppose that strange cluster of mess is? See that? Doesn't really turn up, does it? Nurglings, of course. I see that you have divined the true purpose of my stream tonight. Is to announce the true enemy. I've done a lot of soul searching recently, people, and I think that you all deserve to know the truth, just as I have learned it. There indeed is a great threat to humanity lurking just beyond the borders of your consciousness. Would you all simply but open your third eye for even a moment, you might have the barest inkling of the cosmic existential threat that awaits us once the Nurglings arrive. Just now, even now, as we've just proven, they lurk in our waters. They lurk just below the surface, biding their time, waiting for our comfort and our false sense of security to be absolute. And in that moment, they will know once and for all that we are defeated. There he goes again. You're not a heliozoan. You're not a heliozoan. You just wish you were. You've only got little cilia and hairs sticking out of one hemisphere of your body. Look at you, puny. You look like a pineapple. Jerk. I want a heliozoan. A real heliozoan. Not some poser. I really do want to find a heliozoan. They seem cool as fuck. Scum. Hello. Spinny, spinny, spinny. Ah. There's all his hairs. Look at how strong his vortex is. I mean, it's all that is pressed. I mean, it's happening on 2 dimensions almost, just barely 3. That's cool. He's doing good. The spinning is just a side effect. He will attach when he's able to. If he's able to come in contact with something, typically, even the ones without the strings are stuck on something. He's been detached probably from all of my agitation. But what is it? What is it? What? Oh, Riverdale. So spinning like that doesn't waste a lot of energy. That's a lot of times how they will get around to. Here comes this guy. Oh. Were he not in a squish between 2 pieces of glass, he'd probably eventually float down to the bottom, or he'd land somewhere and get a fix, then be able to make his little vortexes again. These guys are shy, aren't they? There's another vortex happening over here to the right. Let's see if we can have a peek. Hello. Oh, it's you. All right, let's make another slide. And I'm not sure if wasted energy is too big of a concern because they don't use or need much. So I learned 2 words today: autotrophs and heterotrophs. Oh yeah, Death to Disco. Autotrophs make their own food, things like diatoms and algae. And heterotrophs need to eat their food. Usually from other life. Well, always, really. Alright, I was gentle with her this time. I didn't pry apart the stuff. I gotta get this little chunk out, though. You are going to cause problems. There you go. Alright, I was gentle with it. I'm not sure, Bob. I've tried to like see if I could make them move or something, and I haven't been able to generate get any reaction out of them by shining more light or anything. I don't know how aware they are of, yeah, music. I've made a lot of noise. No, I think they're too small to be able to interact with, like, those frequencies, really, right? Wouldn't those pressure waves not interact with them? Or if they do, it would just be just as a pressure wave, which they must experience a lot of those. All right, new slide. Oh, sorry. Mad Men is leaving Netflix in June. Guys, if you haven't seen Mad Men, watch it. My wife wants to know if she should watch the whole thing again. Babe, you can do whatever you want. But you know what I need is some chocolate. I need some chocolate. Let's look and see. Hello. There's another one of those. Such a good view of them, though. Wow. I've thought about doing some kind of experiments Salt certainly wouldn't be good for these little freshwater organisms. Look, that's one right there. Right here at the bottom of the frame, you can see the vortexes it's making. And you see, it's just attached directly to the stem. See that? We'll get lucky here soon. It's like fishing. You just gotta be patient and keep looking. Now that is a diatom that moves. I've seen some of these. They somehow just slide around. Hey, what's up? I am looking at some freshwater pond scum that we got. We're looking for them. If we can find a water bear, I'll be so happy. I haven't found one yet. I found a lot of other little microbes, though. So we're in the ballpark, you know. Later, Hive. See you later, man. Thanks for hanging out, dude. He's so scared, God himself. To stand in the presence of a deity. Oh? What are you? Oh, this is gonna be a pretty one. I hope I can get it in time. Don't move. Oh, shit, there he goes. When God says, oh. Now, what are those thingies? Not officially an atheist. That's what it takes, really. Guys, thanks for hanging out tonight. You guys are being awesome. Going to heaven with me. With Anime God. So I think this weekend I'm going to go to the river. I've got two local rivers. One comes directly out of the mountains and it's fresh and clear, and the other goes through hundreds of miles of farmland in the center of a valley. And so I kind of want to take a sample, a big jar of both. Do the mountain river and the valley river. I live at the confluence of both, so I can easily get from one to the other. And, yeah. We'll look at that stuff too. Because this is from a pond in a city park. I'd like to see something a little more wild. Man, I saw like a worm or flatworm crawling around. There's a guy. Look at the shape of that one. Usually they're more bell-shaped, but that one actually looks like a, you know. Let's see if he shows up on Blackfield. Oh, gosh, it's so faint. I wish I could just get a little more light output out of this thing. But it is all the way up. Oh, he retracted when I shined the light on him, didn't he? Is that what happens? That's crazy. They're just not counting our data then. Bumping it didn't do anything. See, he's in the background. He's behind all of these branches. These logs. There you go. Now let's see. I'm going to leave it on that for a moment, and you should be able to see. Should be able to see it retract. Just be patient. One times of what we're looking at here. Right now we're at 250 times magnification. And this is just a digital zoom into this spot of the frame. Yeah. We're looking at about 1 millimeter in length. Which I'm not sure if that's right. That doesn't seem right, does it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much I trust the software and my job, my knowledge of calibrating it properly. I am an amateur. You can just barely make out, see the shadowy, wiggly lines around here? That's the cilia generating the vortices to bring food in. Something keeps, might be it's pooping. So these things actually don't have an anal pore, they just have a mouth. Food particles, whatever they're eating, goes in, and then the cell creates a vacuole around the food. I think it's called a food vacuole, where it basically just creates a little membrane around the food, and then it injects digestive chemicals and stuff into that food vacuole, which then extract the good nutrients, and then the food vacuole contains all of the waste product. That then moves to the edge of the cell wall, where it fuses with the cell wall, and then it opens on the other side of the cell wall, and then the food vacuole pushes out that waste. So it just kind of, these little specks here that we're looking at are food vacuoles, and eventually they'll be pressed up against the side. I think that's what we might have seen ejected, that kind of shot out from the back of the cell. Basically, yeah, it sweats out poop out of custom pores that it creates for new poop as it generates it. Wherever it's convenient, it just sort of presses it up against the membrane and forces it out. I'm gonna go get a cookie because I'm hungry now. Can't explain it. 1 second. Oh man, I thought I was all out of Twixes, but I found him hiding under the fruit. Honestly, the fruit was hiding Twixes from me. But first, Reese's. Alright, so I want to put on another sample because I'm not seeing the worms. I'm not seeing the other guys. Oh, Adam, yeah, that's why I'm not confident in my calibration, because I'm sure I can't see this with the naked eye. Bad instancing. Yeah, what else do you guys play? Let's hear your alt games. I just play Spore on ultra realistic mode. Spore is fun. I'm like trying to think of all the other bodies of water that I know near me that I can collect samples from. We got a few folks playing World of Warships down Ishtar way. All right, let's make another slide. Spore is like this. No, it's about a lot. It's a big game. It was a very ambitious, one of Maxis's final titles. I'm a huge fan of Maxis Studios. I wish that they were still around. But Spore was one of their final acts. And it's a massive role-playing game, I guess you could call it, where you start as a single-celled organism, and you survive, and you eat, and you grow, and you evolve, and you mutate. And their idea was to create a total life simulator where you would play through the experience of an entire planetary life. You know, from a microorganism, you would follow the successful mutations all the way up through civilization and into interplanetary travel. Like, that was the scope. You were supposed to eventually develop society and technology and then fly away to a new world. And it was like, I feel like not Jim Davis, that's Calvin and Hobbes. What's the Maxis guy's name? I forget. I feel like he would have been all about No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky would have been like what he was going for, but with all that procedural generated vastness of exploration, but with an added level of being able to play through all of those stages of civilization. So those strange alien races you meet in No Man's Sky, those would be player experiences that created them. All that algae's down at the bottom now. Come on, bitch. Oh, bitch. You. Gotcha. Shit, I dropped you. Let's get one more. Alright, Adam, thanks for hanging out, dude. I will see ya. It's about creating dicks with legs and eyes. That is actually a major element of the divergent gameplay that's available to you as a player of Spore. That's what you call that, right? Divergent gameplay, not emergent. Divergent gameplay. All right. sample number 4. Let's drop this slide on it. Oh, sample number 5, excuse me. Carefully, 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 and plop it on there. I think that was a perfect amount of liquid. This one won't be too flowy. That last slide was a little too, like, sloshy. But if you get just the right amount of liquid, then everything kind of sucks into place. Oh, I thought I saw vortices. Once did a player threw a spore with your creature was blind? Ooh. That sounds fun. Spore was great. I'd love to revisit that. Hello. It's another big chunkus. We're looking at him kind of long ways, I think. We're looking at his face or his ass. Chess. Great instancing. How's the ping? Do they have dedicated servers? Low ping servers? The slide is not yielding its bounty. Give me your juicy microbes. I also wonder how long it can survive in captivity. So like, I've had this stuff sitting in my desk for a couple days now. We'd probably have better odds if I were to go get a fresh sample. So maybe after next, maybe for next Monday microscopy, we will have a fresh samples. Because I think I like the idea of Monday microscopy. Where are we at here? Man, I got it spread out as much as I can. There's still just a big knot in the middle. Hello. Are those eye spots? Oh, there he goes. Oh, did you see him turning aside? Damn. He's actually kind of flat. That was cool. So yeah, we're looking at his top. That was neat. He's a flat boy. There we go. I wanted to get a recording. No, it's not a tardigrade yet. We have not found tardigrades. That's something else, though. I will be so cheesed if we find a tardigrade. Like, for sure. There's another Vorticella. Look, watch, I'll clap. Didn't do it. Hey, you jerk! They don't respond to abuse. They are what the kids call unfuckwithable. Jeez. Well, if their feelings were so important, maybe they should develop some way of communicating them. Just saying. Just evolve. Get with the fucking... Everybody else is doing it. I thought it was a perfect eyeball. Illuminati confirmed. Alrighty. See you later, God. Cheers. Sorry? What for? You don't have to be sorry. You just be the way that you be, BB. Okay, BB? I will admit, I've been playing a little more Minecraft lately, because it is easy to play and easy to walk away from if I have to. Because that's a big deal. I do need to be able to pause and get up. I have a child. I have a wife who needs attention and care like any other human being does. So sometimes it's not wise for me to get myself involved in something that I can't walk away. So Minecraft. Single player. I'm building a little mesa castle that's really fun. I'm going to do one more slide I'm going to give this water bear one more chance to show up. And I'm going to kick over to a little bit of Minecraft before bed tonight. Hello. What are you? What the fuck are you? God, look at that thing hanging out of its ass. Good lord. Alright. If I go to 1,000 times magnification, we won't be able to fit that whole thing in the frame. That's just not happening. That's too big for that. Wow, dudes. That's some serious shit. Look at all the different organelles inside. So... Oh, it just took a huge dump! Oh, somebody clip that! Oh, dude! Gnarly. Where'd you go? Wow. And so look, it holds on with that little foot. Did you see that thing shit? Wow. That's one of the biggest things yet. Look at him. That's so cool. Let's see if we can catch him in Blackfield. I'm not sure if we'll be able to. There he is. Just try not to lose him. There's his tail. Thank you, Clock Tower. Appreciate it. So I saw one of these earlier. This was what was crawling around that little blob that I showed the video of before, but this is a much larger specimen. Wow. Are those eye spots? I think that I can see eye spots. Dudes. Look at him eating. You can see his mouth moving. Just taking bites. It's just grazing. Look at him. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Look at that. I've seen some of these that the whole thing is just sort of retract into itself when it eats, but it looks like this is able to retain its shape. Oh yeah, it does look like the brain. That's how it drinks your brain, is through that little tube there. Man, that thing is neat. Oops. See if I can catch another short video of it. Starship Troopers. So it's making all of its food vacuole. See how it's just stuffing its body? And these gloms of food that it's eating are just getting sealed off. Then it'll just sweat that shit right out. Sweat that turd out. You gotta sweat the turds out, guys. That's what I'm learning. Still eating. Freaking cool. All right, let's mosey on. Such a lovely landscape. Hello, another boy. Another fuzzy boy. Oh yeah, or a horseshoe crab. I love those things. I think they're so neat. They look so alien. They have that fancy blue blood. The OG blue bloods. Yeah, so I read that thread. Couldn't read the whole thing. It was really long. That thread with Kaz. The fuck? Why does it got little wavies down there? They're supposed to be up here. Look at this guy. No, wait a minute. He's backwards too. What? That's weird, isn't it? Oh, oh, see the little wormy guy? Look at him go. Just barely, just like a shadow of a little dude. No, can't see it. Alright. Oh, oh. Oh, it's this guy again. Somebody clip him, please. Actually, I gotta try to record it myself. No, no, no. I need to get good at doing this with my left hand. Shit. Lost him. That annoys me. That's like a narwhal. It's a narwhal of the microbe world. I'm trying to capture that guy again. Leading with his cilia like that. Like, or it's flagella, but it's not a flagella. If it's out in front, right? That just strikes me as weird. Now I know that there are some of these guys that have a little venom. They'll have a little spine, and they'll have a little venom sac, and they can stick prey with it, stun them, and then drag them into their bodies to eat them in the manner that we discussed. But I believe it is utterly hopeless to find that guy again. Flailing mustaches. They did. They're just a meme build. I swear, some of these things are just meme builds. Come back, you. It's just crazy that there are things even smaller still that I can barely resolve. I can only resolve them as gray specks flitting around. Where's my narwhal? I heard that, babe. Okay, one moment. Thank you. I was just saying, once all this moving around, there's probably something hiding behind this little branchy poo. Huh. Tuesday tracheotomies. I will be experimenting on new and advanced tracheotomy procedures. I'm going to try to improve on what is already well established and practice science with my own amateur and ignorant approach. So yeah, we'll take a look and see what we can do. I'm just so stoked to have this, excuse me, this microscope, man. It's really, really fun. I mean, I'm just such a curious boy. I'm a curious boy. I gotta know. What are you? Look at that. That's a totally new one. This looks, it has a shell. Like a mollusk. You see that? That's what this section here is a shell. Wow. Can't really make it out, but I bet if I hit it with a light, you'll see some pearlescence on those clear parts. That's my prediction. Let's test. Yep, there it is. I gotta do this and get a picture of that. Neat. Very neat. Oh shit. Whoa! Big boy's crunching on a branch. So much life. Amazing. I'm gonna take my dog out. I'm gonna give myself a little few minute break here, and then I'm gonna switch over and play just a little bit of Minecraft before bed. But I'm gonna leave you here with these two interesting specimens right in frame. Let's take a little video. 2,000, 3,000. Look at just eating that, just chunking it. I'm just so mesmerized by this shit. Alright, I'm gonna leave it here. I'll be right back. Wow, homeboy's still hanging out. Just chomping away. How cool is that? So cool. Alright, we're coming up on bedtime, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop that for now. That was fun. That was really fun. Let's just play a little bit of Minecraft before bed, because it's a nice relaxing way to cool off here. Let's just go to my Twitch shit. Gotta fix this up. I still don't know my commands. Oops. It's on the wrong audio output. It always does that shit. It's good. So I'm gonna leave that sample on the tray all night if I can. And we'll come back to this in the morning and see if it's still alive. I wonder how well this stuff survives on the glass rather than just in its jar, you know? So I'll show you what I've been working on here. I'm going to stop that for right now so I can actually hear the game. Oh, we gotta fix this here. Don't need to be so big. We don't need that. All right. So, I have claimed this mesa as my home. Let's turn this light down a little bit here. I was just setting up a little farmhouse setup so that I can store stuff a little closer. The music a little lower though. So anyways, over here is the mesa where my main house is. I don't know, Toracle. I'm such a, not a control freak, but I'm very particular about like my architecture. I'm so nervous to play on public servers because like I'm gonna want to look at. Thank you. I feel like it was a fun stream. I enjoyed having you guys here for the microscopy. I want my architecture to fit with the landscape, and so like I love building these walls that sort of follow the land. These stairs were fun to make. Let me show you what I did. First, let's go to the bottom. Let's test out my new. Oh, right now too. Thank you. I just gotta take that thing off. Ah, ah. Haha. Haha. Bye. Okay. Oh, that's. Can you clip that, please? Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I made these stairs here, And I'm gonna build like a really grand archway bridge. Oh, you still can't see anything but the image of the menu? Oh, what? Oh shit, why though? That doesn't... Hang on. Let me change that out. Well then don't clip that because... Alright, you can see it now. God damn it. Well, I was fighting a spider, then he got stuck in the minecart. Yeah, anyways. So anyway, these are the stairs that I've made. And it's just, I like it. I'm gonna, fill in all these walls and stuff with more stone brick as I come across it. And then I think from this middle flight, I'm gonna create a long arch bridge that goes down. And yeah, I'll have my livestock and stuff over there, build like a wizard's tower, enchanting area or some shit. And then on this side, I don't know, I'll also finish walling in so that this whole mesa will kind of be like my complex. I've got a village over there. There's actually another village just over there too. But I like the vantage. Alright, I'm gonna dump all this stuff at what will be my farm. Let's do a little exploring. I haven't had a good look around. Yeah, I'm gonna want to come back with some cattle eventually. Yeah, let's set out this way. Mushroom Dark Forest, I guess. Also, I haven't played Minecraft. Like, this is my first Minecraft game in a while. So there's a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I didn't know about shields. I didn't know about all this. Like, you used to be able to spam your sword, but now there's like a timer to deal better damage, I guess. Oh, that was just some floating blocks. Darn. Cool. Swamp. Tech it, huh? Never heard of that. Minecraft is Pog. Horses. We got wild horses in the vicinity. Oh, okay. Like, Factorio. I very much enjoyed Factorio. So there's like a Marauder Tower or a Raider Tower. I don't know what it's called, but... Oh, isn't my mesa pretty though? It's gonna be so pretty when I'm done with it. So that wall is gonna come all the way around this. I'll put like a big watchtower on this end. And I'm gonna make this central part really pretty. Put in greenery, all kinds of shit. Yeah, I have not played any mods. Where'd that tower go? I swear there was one right around here. Huh. Cactus. Yeah, this is single player. Just straight Java edition, no mods. I'm just doing a little bit of reconnaissance around the area so I can get a lay of the land. I do need some glass, actually. Like, I don't want to play on creative, but sometimes I wish that I didn't have to collect every single brick of what I need to build with. Or I wish there was a way to, like, automate some of that collection at a certain point to, like, have little gnomes that go and mine for me. And just basic patterns, like I could tell them, like, 50 blocks or whatever in a certain direction. Of course you get an ad. I'm describing Tekkit. Does it have the exploration? I mean, I love the procedural generation for the landscape is really top notch in Minecraft now. I mean, look at this formation over here. This anvil. And there's like a little archway you can walk through over there. It's pretty neat. Man, I'm really bummed that my stream wasn't showing the game when I had that spider incident. It was hilarious. At least I saw it. See, there's another desert village there. I'd like to build, like, I love road building. Oh, the title should have been Monday Microscopy and Minecraft. I appended an and Minecraft to the stream. That ought to suffice. I love just robbing these villages. I loot so hard. My first bed is always taken straight from a villager's house. It's my bed now. Hello. I want your cacti. I'll take your wheat too. Why not? They do deserve to be pillaged. Absolute suckers. Busters, even. You a buster. Hmm. Huh. Even taking the chest. What's the cauldron for? Can you do anything with that? Are they useful? What should grow in here? Oh, is there a way to break these without destroying them? Is there a way to get these things? Just don't know. But I got a lectern. Oh, silk touch. I see. Okay, cool. So go ahead and just break them down. Come on, you jerk. Go down, son. Mine. Villagers are punks. Pussy ass bitch. My bed. Nice library. Thank you for the books. Oh. What did I just do to him? Yeah, that's good. Oh, they built you a house? That's nice. I remember like when villagers first came out, they had people were making little like villager generators. I guess that's that. I just love collapsing. Whoa, what is going on in here? Excuse me. Gentlemen. On my Christian Minecraft server? Alright then. .4. I started playing in alpha, Lex. That's when it began for me. Another one. Nothing wrong. What do I use a lectern for, though? Like, I remember when they added enchanting to the game, but I never did any enchanting. Bro job, bro job, bro job. Choo choo. Honk honk, it's a bro job. I think that's my mesa there. Yeah. Nope, not gonna do that. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture. That's alright, this is prudent. Just a little peek. Oh, this is neat. Hello. Okay. That merits some marking. There. That ought to be noticeable. Excuse me, gentlemen. Gentlemen. Let's go. Yeah, you guys suck. They didn't pass the test. Uh-oh. This isn't my mesa. Hmm. I thought that was it. Where am I? My sense of direction is usually better than this. How did I get so turned around? Which way is the sun going? There's that tower thing. Marauders or raiders or something. Bad guys come out of that, right? I don't like being lost. I don't like being confused. Ah, there it is. That's not my mesa, but the next one over is. I haven't made a convenient way up from this side yet. But that'll come next, because this is the opposite side of my royal entrance. Oof. I gotta fix this whole underground area. One time I came into my house and I opened the door and a creeper came up the stairs. And ever since then, I've been paranoid. Don't know how that creeper got in. "15 of those? That was a mistake. How do I make the button? The iron button. I gotta reorganize my home. I always get carried away with my big projects before I even get all this stuff settled. Somehow, I've managed to trap some poor soul 2 cooked rocks. I meant to get pressure plates. Just rocks that I don't need to do it with iron. For some reason I thought I needed the iron. Just one. That'll do. Alright, my last move of the night will be to get some livestock in here. Somehow I've trapped a wandering trader over there. And I don't know how. There are cats, sheep, cow, pigs. I got everything up here. Come on. Wow, they're worse at following than they used to be. Yeah, they do look kind of dumb. And all livestock breeding turns into incest really quick. They look pretty dumb, not gonna lie. It's a start. I'm going to eventually have 3 big pens here that I can move livestock between, and then some smaller pens over here for chickens and other things. I'll build a little fancy bridge over this gap here. Just like a cool like 1-pillar bridge that'll go over this gap. Probably build a big tower or something on that. See, I've got the groundwork laid for this much of the wall going all the way around. I gotta go fishing so I can get a pet kitty. It's Gigi. And there's a gray cat there. I got a gray cat and a black cat at home. Oh, white kitty. That's neat. I do need to get some of these kitties. I think that's pretty important, don't you agree? There's a cow. They all have extra chromosomes, though. That's a rule about these animals. They were designed to appear like they have extra chromosomes. Pretty sure that was intentional. Ding. There we go. There is something dark, like right around here. I do love gravel. I might have to just remember that there's a gravel pit right here. As you can see, I like paving my roads with gravel. I think it's pretty, and I think it sounds nice. I don't think I want that there, though. Well, I mean, not yet, but if I cut that tree down and build a little thing. Check out my gravel pit. Looks like I got a nice source of gravel down here, Torkel. I mean, you joke, but nice gravel sources can be hard to come by. So yeah, this is my rapid descent that takes me down through that way and then all the way down into where my I found an abandoned mine shaft way down there. So then I can just take this and it takes me all the way down, all the way out. There we go. I started collecting some livestock. That's happening. Almost got lost, but then didn't. I need to put a beacon over on that side. Oh! I might have. If it's Wu-Tang, I've probably heard it, but it's been a while. I think this will all be really pretty when I've got everything kind of landscaped and bordered with the walls. I've also made, right, so this path here is going to go down. Post ODB. RIP and pizza, old dirty bastard. R.I.P. in pizza. So I'll have 2 routes up from this side, which is the north. 2 main routes up from the north. It'll be in this little crevasse. You'll walk up this route here, and then from the north in this path up. And then I've also added what I'll make it a little secret path up and down here. But for now, it's kind of obvious. Okay, it's 12:30. I should go to sleep. I gotta be able to work tomorrow. Oh, lordy. Tomorrow we'll take a peek here as well. Actually, let's just do one last check before bed. Oh, has it gone to sleep? What's happened? It's like retracted into its shell. Does it sleep? I'll admit, I'm a little surprised. So, I'm gonna leave that be, and tomorrow we'll check it out. Because I think, here's a video of what it looked like. Yeah, look at that. So here it is now. So yeah, you see that? It's retracted into its shell, where before it was fully extended. And you can see it filtering. It's gone to hibernate. Watch as the microscopic penis retracts entirely within its foreskin to hibernate and await a new day. This dude was my favorite discovery, though. What a cow. Absolute unit. Okay. Oh, Torkel, thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you, buddy. I will catch you guys later. I am tired. I'm going to go take a nap. And then I will fire the missiles. Later, nerd. See you, buddy.